This is Karen from Grace Be Creations. I am doing a video this morning on a new little project that I've been going nuts over. And I'm sure that you guys have seen videos on this before. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I am going to show you guys how I print on doilies. I just went nuts when I made one or two. This is the first one that I made. And when I found that I could do it so easily without ripping the paper, I went crazy. I started printing on everything. I did doilies. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, you'll see that I started doing printing on vintage book paper. It's endless. So I'm going to show you the way I print on doilies that won't cause your paper to rip. Well, you got to still be really careful, but I find it to be easier. So let me just show you how I do it. So first of all, you're going to need some plain doilies. I ordered these on Amazon. I will leave you guys a link in the description so you can also order some. You've got the small size. You've got medium. And then it comes with a large. I think it comes with 11 per size in the package, and it wasn't that expensive. It was actually pretty cheap. Also, what you're going to need is plain paper. You can use any size depending on the size of doily that you're using. You can use 8.5 by 11, which is your standard. You can use 8.5 by 14, which is a longer piece of paper. You can even, if your printer allows you to, my printer prints up to 17 by 19, I think. This one is 11 by 17, I believe. Let me get the ruler. Just so I can be correct with that. This one is 17 by 11. Yes, 11 by 17. So you can do an 11 by 17 where you can fit like one big one and a medium one. Actually, no, you can probably fit 2 mediums or 3 smalls. Or you can do an 8 by 10 if your printer lets you print 8 by 10, where you can fit one large one, or you can do like 2 small ones. But most of you guys print on 8.5 by 11. That's the standard size. So I'm going to start with that, just so that I can be on the same playing level as everybody else. I absolutely love my printer. I told my husband it's one of the best investments that I've made since started doing crafts. And I'll also let you guys know in the description what printer I'm using as well. Okay, so with the 11.5 by 8, you're probably going to be able to do either just one small. Let me see if I can fit a medium on there. Let me see. Yep, you can fit one of the mediums. And the medium doily, I'll size it for you, just so you know what size you're looking at, because I know sometimes video can throw you off. 8. It's an 8 by 8. So the medium is 8 by 8. So let's start with this one, okay? So the whole trick to this is going to be using washi tape. I read one person did it with glue stick. I tried it and it just tore my doily apart. So I don't know what kind of glue stick the person was using, but it's not an option. I'm using just any washi tape. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna tear it off and you're going to just put it at the very edge. You want to make sure that it's at the edge because when your printer pulls in the paper, you don't want it to pull it from underneath and it gets stuck in your printer. So you're gonna do, I say every other. You don't have to do every little corner, but you want to get enough so that you don't have any room for them pulling up. So you just kind of do this. I could not believe how easy this was when I did it. And if you guys follow me over on Instagram, you know that I went nuts after I did one or two. I started posting all kinds of things I was printing. Oh, I hate this when I lose where I've last taped. Oh my goodness. Don't you guys hate that when you go to use washi tape and you can't find where it left off? Maybe I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. I'm just gonna, I got it. I had to actually go off camera to do that because I could not get it to come up. Okay, so you're gonna do, like I said, you're gonna get it really close to the edge just so that you have no corners that are gonna pull up. This is the most tedious part of the whole thing. This is the part that takes the most time, but it's so worth it because then you're gonna have beautiful doilies that are printed. And you can choose any print that you want from your computer. I like to choose a print that has a lot on it, like a lot of flowers, just so that you can grab enough to go on the doily, meaning when you print the whole paper, you want it to be able to fall onto the doily. And I'm going to show you a neat little trick after you're done with this as well. Okay, one more piece and then I'm going to show you how it's done. And this tape here, washi tape, is not that sticky. It's sticky enough to get it to stay down on the paper, but not enough to rip your doily. So now you're going to place it down on your paper. Okay, you're going to press down firm. You want to make sure that the edges are not coming up. Okay? And it's going to look like this. Now, when you use a larger piece of paper, you'll be able to fit a lot more. But I'm doing the 8.5 by 11 because I know that's the standard sheet of paper. And I want to be able to show you guys how you can do that. My chair just made this really awful noise. All right, so I'm going to take you over to my printer and I'm going to show you the next step. So we are at my printer. This is my printer. This is the printer that I have. I have the Epson XP 15000. So what you're going to do, this is the most important part. You want to load it from the rear tray. And the reason why I say that is because if you're going to pull it from the under tray, most likely your doily is going to get stuck because the way that it pulls up, it's going to grab at least something on the end. It's so much easier doing it from the rear tray on top because then you're most likely for it to just come through and print right on top with no issues. I'm not saying you're not going to have any issues. It all depends on how good you stick down your doily. I'm just saying that this is the way that it will come out easier. With you have a less, it'll just be less likely that it'll get stuck. Okay, so take you over to my computer. I chose this one here, and I'm going to hit print on rear tray. And let's see how well this pulls through. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck on the first time I show you guys this. Nope, it took in really nice. Okay, here we go. Sounds good. Here we go, guys. Look at this. take it over to my table. Let me just place you guys back up here so I can show you. Sorry if that was blurry. Okay, here it is right here. See, you pull it up a little bit. You can see it. Now this is the part that gets a little tricky. When you pull it up, you're going to want to pull on the washi tape. You don't want to pull the doily off of the washi if you can help it, because it'll be easier to pull the washi off of the doily after. So I just pull on the washi tape. Okay? If it's already off, that's great. But like I'm telling you guys, this is the best way to do it. I've tried everything else. There. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. The print that I picked had a lot of flowers on it. That way I made sure that I got some. And then after, you're just going to go through each of them and just take it off real easily. Very carefully, especially around the parts that have the lace holes. Okay? Just like that. Like that. There you go. And you have your doily. And then the cool part about this is you pull it off the paper, right? Now you have a piece of cardstock that has the outer lining of your doily. So now you can also use that in your journal as well. You can fold the paper and you can use it inside your junk journal, or you can actually fussy cut it out and you can have a hard copy of your doily. So it's a win-win. You get two great projects out of one piece of paper, and it uses very little ink, and depending on your printer, of course. And the doilies are so cheap. So I'm telling you, this is such a great project, and they are gonna look adorable in your junk journal. Like, look at that, just folding it over. It's so pretty. You can put it over, like if you have, like say this is your signature here, right? And then you can just put it on the edge, fold it over. Look at how pretty that is. You can make an envelope out of it. Tons of things you can do with it. So that's it, guys. So I just showed you a quick little video on how you can make these really pretty doilies. And the same thing goes for book paper. Okay, if you take like if you take a piece of, hold on, let me show you. I have this vintage book paper that I got from a vintage store. This paper is very fine, and all I do is I just use the washi tape on the back. I do it very carefully, make sure I get the corners. You don't have to do all the sides, you just get the corner down because the paper pulls down this way, so you don't really need it to be completely fastened on the side. You can put one like in the middle, just so that if your printer prints this way or whatnot, it doesn't grab the side from coming up. So if you want to feel secure about it, just do a tapes here, tape there, and tape there. And then again, you're going to load it through the back, the rear tray. This you might be able to do from the under tray because it's another piece of paper. But if you have really delicate vintage paper, I would do it through the rear tray. So the same thing, you can print right on top. It comes out beautiful. I did this one upside down by accident. I'm probably going to make another one, but look at how pretty that bird looks on the paper. And you can use these in your junk journals as well. It's such a great project. And then once you can do this once, you're like, okay, what else can I print on? You know, fabric. I did a video on the fabric if you guys want to look back on my videos. So that's it. So that is my video on how you can print on doilies. I hope that you guys find this video helpful. Like I always say in my videos, if you guys make one, please share it with me because I love seeing you guys' projects, and I get so excited to know that I actually gave somebody some advice on something that was helpful. And please do share it with me. Go add me over on Instagram, share it with me there. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. I am so close to getting to 1,000. Well, not super close, but I'm getting there. If you haven't yet, subscribe, like the video. That always is helpful. I'm going to try and get more videos out there. I'm trying to get on a routine. My husband just made me this wonderful desk. Over on my Instagram, I shared all the beautiful pictures of the desk that my husband made me. It's wider, so I have more room to do videos now. Before it was really small. So I'm excited to start creating more. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.